Greetings and beyond the new. My name is Omni, and welcome to the current installment of What If Deku Was the Reincarnation of Jugo Part 4. Okay, so we last left off. Okay. They had just finished their oh yeah, a quirk assessment. We skip to the next day. And during that skip, everything goes like in canon. Then, okay, we go to the next day. Let's see. This is where we do battle training. Okay. And I'm going to let's see. This is where Class 1A and B both team up because Nezu wants more solidarity between the Class 1A and Class 1B. So that's when... And everyone's costumes arrive at the same time. Okay, so, yeah. For the battle training, instead of it being 2 versus 2, it's 4 versus 4. Okay, so let's see. I'm just gonna be saying who's gonna be on teamed up with Bakugo and Ida and Ochaka, and who's gonna be paired up with Ochaka and let's see. And Deku, okay? And then you guys can decide who teams up with everyone else, okay? Okay. Okay, so this time... Okay, just like in canon, Bakugo and Ida, along with Monoma and that guy with the beast quirk, the one that wears sunglasses all the time, are the villain team. While the hero team is Ochaka, Deku, let's see. Setsuna and who else? And the guy with the solid air quirk. No, wait, actually, scratch that. Setsuna and Pony. Oni will be on a hero team as well. Okay? So, yeah. So, yeah. Everything starts out as normal, except Monoma actually tags along with Bakugo and copies his quirk. Well, wait, no. Actually, he copies Ida's quirk. arc. And they all have the same costumes that they did do in canon, except, of course, for Deku. He'll have the same costume that Jugo has when he helped Sasuke fight at the Kage Summit, which is a pair of black pants with a purple with a purple cape, a combination with a somewhat of a poncho. No, wait, no, scratch that. It's a robe. There's no design on either the pants or the robe. Obe. Okay, so okay, as soon as Bakugo. No, wait, no. Okay, so okay, so this is how it's going to be. Bakugo and Monoma, with Monoma copying Ida's quirk, are, uh, are the Vanguard. The one protecting the bomb is still Ida, and then along with the 1B student with the that always wears the sunglasses, is hiding to make sure that Ida doesn't have any blind spots. Okay, and okay, okay, so okay, so Deku immediately uses a transforms and constructs a shield to block Bakugo's howitzer impact. No, wait, no. His explosions. His sweat hasn't built up yet. Monoma using his speed quirk to try and capture Ochaka, but as soon as Deku transforms and creates his shield, Setsuna actually uses her quirk to to cover everyone's blind spot, but Pony uses her quirk to quickly let's see, keep Monoma off Ochaka because he still has that inferiority complex of his. So yeah. So yeah. Yeah. This is how. Okay. 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 The battle begins with Ochaka leading. Which will be on the same floor as it was in canon, which is 2 floors below the bomb. Actually, no. This is how it's going to be. The fight will begin 2 floors below the bomb, then the floor in between where the fight between Bakugo versus Deku is where Ochaka versus Monoma comes around. And let's just say a Pony and Setsuna are told to make as much as much as much much power to. No, wait, no. They help out Ochaka by leaving different. By creating some damage to the building, just enough to get small rocks formed, and then Ochaka uses because her parents decided to sign her up for different martial arts like judo, karate, Chinese kempo, weapon play slash weapon redirecting with no hands, and and Muay Thai. So yeah, she actually distracts Monoma by flipping him which is a judo technique called the falling tree, knocking him out for knocking him out. Well, causing him to fall back down the stairs, but he's okay. He's more durable than he looks. Because he also copied Tetsutex's quirk. So he hardens, but he lands in a position. Since Tetsu's quirk is metal, it makes him go into make an imprint into the wall, so that takes him a while to get out of, even after making his skin unmetal. At all. So yeah. Okay, so that gives Ochaka plenty of time to set her trap, which is to cause all the collateral or damage parts to that improvised special move that she uses in the sports festival. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so the trap is set. Pony, no, wait, no. Pony and Satsuna, they both barge in. Satsuna and Pony not seeing their classmates, so Satsuna decides to do to have do a move sort of like Buggy does in One Piece. She'll just call it Body Storm instead of Chop Chop Faster Ball or Festival or whatever it's called. I always hear it being said as Faster Ball. So yeah, anywho, then Setsuna, she's not okay, and while Ida gives his whole monologue, his whole spiel, Setsuna uses that as an opportunity to get her breast part right into his face, which causes Ida to flinch and then grab the bomb to hold on. Sorry, had to sneeze. Allergies are stupid, especially if you have them all effing year. Okay, so yeah, which I do have. It's more annoying than you think. Especially when you're trying to make videos. Okay, so yeah. Or just watch videos and you have to have your sound down because you might be a early morning person. Okay. Or, I mean, a morning person. Okay. So, and for me, I just get in the habit of waking up early. Early. Okay, so, yeah. So, yeah. Like around somewhere in the lower 6 a.m. Because I just have that routine because I'm autistic, but I don't see it as a bad thing to be autistic. I see it as a blessing. After all, one of the richest people in in the world is autistic. Yes, the one of the world's richest person is autistic. Just look it up. So yeah. Anywho, and for those who are afraid for their child to be autistic or their future child to become autistic, don't worry. Just make sure they get into a routine, and if they're fast talking like I was when I was little, they just need to learn how to slow down. Not necessarily talk in slow motion, just need to calmly talk. I've already taught that same trick to my godson, but I digress. Let's get back into the video. So, yeah. Anywho. Oh, and for those who see it as a horrible thing, SU. Because just because our brains are different doesn't mean it's a quote unquote curse or a bad thing to be autistic. And I mean, if you've seen the Predator movie where an autistic kid actually figures out how to use the Predator's helmet, then yeah, I suggest you watch that movie because it's really cool. And you'll be surprised on what grade he's in when he figures out how to use the 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 mask of the Predator. Okay, so yeah, let's get back into the video. Okay. Hey, then Pony launches a bunch of her horns at Ida, keeping him off balance by targeting his lower body. More specifically, his feet and the ground, impaling the ground to cause him to change direction, keeping him on his toes, as you can see. Okay, meanwhile, Setsuna stealthily tries to find her other classmate, creating causing body parts to scatter all over. And she's a lot more sneakier than Juzo is, so when she finds him, which is her head that finds him, so she stealthily gets right next to him without him noticing, and then screams at the top of her lungs, which causes him to fall from his hiding spot, which is like uh, near the dividing part that goes up to the next level. He falls, and then all's just barely being able to catch himself. To the halfway point between the top and bottom of the floor, but Setsuna, I'm going to say that Setsuna and him are childhood friends, so yeah. And he's very, very ticklish, so Setsuna uses the opportunity to have her feet eat and arms tickle him by having Setsuna's hands take off her shoes and her boots and tickles her childhood friend all over. Okay, so yeah. They're not exactly each other's type. They're just friends, okay? And I'm not gonna have Izuku have any rivals. Okay? So, yeah. Anywho, it causes him to slide all the way down to the bottom. And that gives distracts Ida long enough for him to be trapped. Then Pony says, "Enough, surrender the bomb now," Pony says. And Ida says, "In the name of villainy, I don't care. This world is nothing but trash. So I will set off the bomb even if I'm holding it." Okay, and then we skip ahead, which gives everyone an impasse. Okay, so Monoma had just gotten out back up to where Ochaka is, and she had extra time, so she could move all the stuff into a more closer net. And so as soon as then Monoma uses Tetsu's quirk, and there's a fight, causing him to run out of time. I'm with Tetsu's quirk. Then Ochaka uses the opportunity to use her improvised special move, the move she uses in the sports festival and canon. So yeah. Anywho, then it rains down on him. Monoma doesn't have time to dodge. Then she unburies him in order to put the capture tape on. All Might says, "Hero team has captured one of villain team." Over the intercom. Okay. Which distracts Bakugo long enough for Izuku to use 5% one for all Detroit Smash, boosted by the jets coming out of his elbow on his right side, on his right arm, to knock Bakugo, making an imprint besides Monoma's imprint on the wall. Okay, so then that's when Bakugo decides to use a move that I use Howitzer Impact, but he closes the distance just enough for them to be 5 inches away from each other, releasing the Howitzer Impact. All Might giving him the same warning, but then Deku charging up a particle style rejection wall. So it's basically looks like is a square with a dot in it on it. So if you've seen the anime, hey man, I forget the anime's name, but it's basically about two teenagers protecting a school that has special properties for yokai to get stronger. Or no, wait, no, not yokai, Ayakashi to get stronger. I forget, and they both have assistants, which are Ayakashi dogs. If you know the anime, then you'll know what I'm talking about. So yeah, and I went with rejection wall because for the name is because, well, just because. Hold on. Sorry, needed to blow my nose. Like I said, year-long allergies are horrible and more horrible than you think. So yeah, anywho, this gets Bakugo so angry that he ends up disregarding All Might's warning. Warning is about to pull the pin when sneakily Setsuna headbutts Ida, causing him to drop the bomb, but all the other parts, Setsuna wasn't distracting her classmate with, cradle the bomb, which causes the hero team to win. And then they all go back to the meeting room. Bakugo gets reprimanded and ended by All Might. Momo makes the same observation that she does in canon. Blah 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 blah. Everyone, and you decide on which two Class 1B students are paired up with the canon partners for Class 1A during the fights. Okay, so yeah, hold on. Sorry, nose needed some excavating. It needed to blow so badly. Okay, so yeah. Anywho, we skip to lunch. Okay, so for the group of friends Deku has, which will be all of his love interests, Ida, uh, uh, the guy with the hardening quirk, and Etsu, and Kaminari, the and and begrudgingly Mineta, because and Deku, before they all get to lunch, when they all get to lunch, he pulls Mineta aside before he starts eating. If you try to be a pervert around my Osha-chan or any of the girls in this school, I'm going to beat. I don't care if it reflects badly on me. I'm going to beat the ever-living crud out of you. Understand me? Which Mineta still takes the risk and promises that he won't perv out on any of them, especially Ochaka. Okay, they all eat, then everything goes like in canon, all the other students panic. Oh wait, no, actually no. Then we skip ahead to that day. Everything goes like in canon. Izuku is class rep, while Momo is vice rep, blah 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 blah. Oh, and I'm going to say Kendo is rep for Class 1B, and the vice rep is Setsuna because she's so sneaky that she can sneakily keep an ear out, if you know what I mean. Well, ears in her case. So, yeah. Anywho, that's actually where I'm going to be leaving it off. Like, comment, and subscribe. It just helps me out. I'm just doing this to do my own spin on things and to get my creative juices out. And yes, I said juices. Hold on. Sorry. Stupid allergies. Anywho, bye!